Hi viewers, today I am going to introduce a new topic, that is Nostoc. It is a genus of cyanobacteria found in various environments. Nostoc. Nostoc is a genus of blue-green algae or cyanobacteria. They are prokaryotic. Nostoc can be found in soil, moist rocks, at the bottom of lakes and springs, and rarely in marine habitats. It may also grow symbiotically within the tissues of plants. They are also found on tree trunks. They are found mainly in freshwater as free-living colonies or attached to the rocks at the bottom of lakes. Nostoc also found as an algal component of lichens in certain bryophytes. Nostoc are able to carry out nitrogen fixation and perform photosynthesis. So it contains photosynthetic pigments in their cytoplasm. Next is the classification. It is coming under the domain bacteria, phylum Cyanobacteria, class Cyanophyceae, order Nostocales, family Nostocaceae, and genus Nostoc. Next is the importance of the Nostoc. Nostoc are important nitrogen fixers. It is used in paddy field and are also used to increase the nutrient value of the soil. Several species like Nostoc muscorum, Nostoc commune, Nostoc insulare have antibacterial or antiviral activity. Nostoc can convert carbon dioxide to biofuel. Nostoc have shown to produce hydrogen. They can be used for the bioremediation of wastewater and can degrade the environmental pollutants. Nostoc muscorum has shown to accumulate polyhydroxybutyrate. It is the precursor of plastic. So it can be used in plastic industry. Nostoc are rich in proteins, vitamins, etc., especially vitamin C. Example, Nostoc flagelliforme, Nostoc commune, etc. Next, we can discuss the structure of the Nostoc. Nostoc are filamentous and unbranched. There are numerous filaments found in a gelatinous mass as a colony. The colonies may be as big as an egg. The filament consists of a chain of cells which appear like a bead. They are called trichomes. The cells of the nostoc are oval, spherical, or cylindrical. Some of the cells in a filament are differentiated, and these differentiated cells are called heterocysts. Heterocysts are the site for nitrogen fixation, and the enzyme nitrogenase fixes the nitrogen. Each filament is covered in a mucilaginous sheath, which is the protective layer. and it absorbs and retains water. The gelatinous sheet is made up of polysaccharides and also proteins. Each cell has a thick cell wall, and that cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. The cytoplasm of Nostoc cell is differentiated into outer colored cytoplasm and inner clear cytoplasm. Okay, so the cytoplasm has two portions, colored cytoplasm and clear cytoplasm. The cell produces various pigments. That is, the cells contain chlorophyll, phycocyanin, and phycoerythrin. Chlorophyll is a green pigment, phycocyanin is a blue pigment, and phycoerythrin is a red pigment. These pigments are present in the Nostoc cell. Extracellular pigments are also present. Extracellular pigments protect the cells from UV radiation. Okay. Inner cytoplasm contains nucleus, nuclear body, and DNA without histones. Heterocysts are specialized nitrogen fixing cells. They can fix atmospheric nitrogen to the ammonia. Here the enzyme nitrogenase involved. The nitrogenase enzyme is inactivated by oxygen. So the heterocysts create a micro anaerobic environment. Okay, that means oxygen inactivates the enzyme nitrogenase. Okay, heterocyst produces nitrogenase enzyme and other proteins involved in the nitrogen fixation. It degrades photosystem 2 because the photosystem 2 produces oxygen. Heterocyst and vegetative cells are mutually interdependent. That means heterocysts are dependent on vegetative cell for the source of reductant and carbon. The vegetative cells also supply glutamate to the heterocyst. This glutamate converted to glutamine and other amino acids. Vegetative cells obtain fixed form of nitrogen from heterocyst. So, we can say that heterocyst and vegetative cells are mutually interdependent. Okay. Here a figure is shown, and this figure represents the mutually interdependent heterocyst and vegetative cell. In the structure of heterocyst, it contains thick cell wall and innermost laminated layer and finally microplasmodesmata. The nitrogen fixation occurs in heterocyst cell. Heterocyst consists of only photosystem 1. But in the case of vegetative cell, both photosystem 1 and photosystem 2 are present. Photosystem 1 produces ATP. This heterocyst produces nitrogenase enzyme. Nitrogenase enzyme catalyzes the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to the ammonia. Okay. In the case of heterocyst, photosystem 2 is absent. That is, photosystem 2 produces oxygen that degrade the enzyme nitrogenase. So, only photosystem 1 is present in the heterocyst. Heterocyst and vegetative cell are mutually interdependent. That is, vegetative cell provides glutamate and other components to the heterocyst. Okay, this glutamate converts into the glutamine, and also the heterocyst provide fixed form of nitrogen to the vegetative cell. Next is the reproduction. Nostoc reproduced vegetatively or asexually by spore formation. The vegetative reproduction is by fragmentation. Small colonies can grow attached to a large colony and later form separated colonies. Hormogonia are short and free filaments. They are formed when a filament breaks. It retains the gelatinous sheath. New trichomes are developed inside the colony. Asexual reproduction is by the formation of resting spores known as akinets. Some of the cells become thick-walled due to the accumulation of food. So, it can withstand unfavorable conditions for many years. Under the favorable conditions, they germinate and form new filament. Nostoc also reproduced by heterocyst. Heterocysts separate from the filament and they divide and germinate into a new filament. Okay. So this is about Nostoc. Okay. I expect you got a clear idea about Nostoc. Thank you.